Hello, and welcome to the Chassidus for Mothers series. I'm Chaya Shachat, and today we are going to be learning the Maamar Kumi Ori, which is a Maamar from Sefer Hamaamarim Chelek Gimel, and it's based on the Haftarah of this week, Parshas Kisavai, which begins with the words Kumi Ori Kiva Orich. Get up and shine because your light has come. And probably this pasuk is the origin of the expression rise and shine. Hashem is speaking to the Yidden and telling them it's time for you to get up, shine, express your light. So the Haftarah of this week, which begins with the words Kumi Ori, is the sixth of the Shiva Dinachemta, the 7 weeks of consolation from Tisha B'Av until Rosh Hashanah. The whole Haftarah is a very beautiful nevuah from Yeshaya. It describes that when Mashiach comes, all the wealth of the whole world will go to Bnei Yisrael. It goes into a lot of detail describing the gold, the silver, the copper, the wood, and all the craftsmen of all the nations will come to Yerushalayim to help us rebuild the city and the Beis Hamikdash. And there's a few very famous psukim in the Haftarah. One of them is and towards the end of the Haftarah, we also have the words Be'ita Achishena, which you may be familiar with, meaning that there is a set time for Mashiach to come, but that it can be hastened through our Aveda. So this Maamar will focus on the beginning words of the Haftarah, which are Kumi Ori Kiva Ori. Now this is a Chassidus series for mothers, so it's always going to come back to the practical implications for our day-to-day lives, our day-to-day Aveda. As we know, a Maamar usually starts with an interpretation of a pasuk or a Maamar Chazal, and usually a Maamar of the Rebbe is based on one of the Maamarim of the previous Rebbeim, which in this case this is based on a Maamar of the Frierdiker Rebbe. And a Maamar can go very deep and very lofty, explaining different levels of Hashem or different spiritual worlds, but it always comes back down to earth with an explanation of how it relates to our personal human concerns, our stresses, our struggles, and our Aveda in this world. So the Maamar begins with the words, Kumi Ori Kiva Ori. Hashem is telling the Yidden, it's time for you to get up and shine because your light has come. And the Medrash relates this pasuk as part of a dialogue that the Yidden were having with Hashem. That they said, we lit the menorah on the days of Moshe and it was extinguished. We lit the menorah on the days of Shlema and it was extinguished. So from now on, we're waiting for your light. In other words, we tried to shine our own light and it didn't work out. So from now on, we only want your light. Like the pasuk says, the pasuk in Tehillim, Ki imcha mekar chayim ba'archa nira ar. You are the source. With you is the source of light, and through your light we will see light. And Hashem answers the Yidden, Kumi Ori Kiva Orich. No, you get up and shine because your light has come. So the Maamar is going to continue with analysis of the pasuk Ki imcha mikar chayim ba'archa nira ar, that the Yidden is saying to Hashem, we want your light. We want to go by your light, and Hashem is saying the time has come for you to shine your own light. So we're going to learn about different dimensions of light, Hashem's light versus our light, and how we come to discover and radiate the light that's within ourselves. So let's discuss the pasuk Ki imcha mikar chayim ba'archa nira ar. So the Rebbe, based on the Maamar of the Frierdiker Rebbe, points out there's 4 separate things referred to in this pasuk. There's chayim, there's life, makar chayim, the source of life, and then there's bi'archa, with your light, nira ar, we will see light. So there's 4 different concepts over here. So the word chayim refers to the life force of Hashem as it is enclosed in the physical world. The word chayim, life, is plural, because Hashem gives life to many different things. So this refers to a level of Hashem that's memali. It fills up the world. It comes into each individual thing. Hashem creates birds. Hashem creates fish. Hashem creates trees. He creates giraffes. Every individual life form has its own source of light from Hashem. What is the source of all life on earth? How does life come into the world? So that is the Makar Chai, the level of Hashem that's above the world, the Sefer Hamaamarim. It surrounds the world. The whole world is bathed in this divine light and energy, which is too great to actually come into each individual creature. So the light of Maamar Kumi draws from the light of Sefer Hamaamarim, and that is the source of life. So we have the Chayim, the life that's inside each individual creature and each individual thing on earth. And then there's the Makar Chaim, the source of light, which is the Sefer Hamaamarim, the light of Hashem that surrounds the world, but it's too great to actually come into the individual. So then the pasuk continues, but Archa Nira Ar, through your light, we will see light. What does this mean? Through your light, we will see light. Like, what is the light that we need in order to see light? So let's use an example. If I say, in order to read the words of the Maamar, I need to turn on the light. I need to turn on the light in the room in order that I should be able to read the Sefer, in order that I should be able to read the Maamar. So obviously, the light of the Maamar is much greater than the light of the light bulb. It's an entirely different type of light, quality of light. It's a different dimension of light. But when we say through your light, we will see light, that means Hashem reveals a light to us. And through that light, we are able to see a greater light. So the Archa, with your light, we will see light. Archa is the light of Torah. And what is revealed to us through learning Torah, it's revealed to us a light which is much higher than Torah, and that is something we're going to get to later in the Maamar. So the rest of the Maamar is going to explain to us what is this higher level of light that through learning Torah it will be revealed to us, this higher level. It's not the light of the Torah itself, but the Torah is the light that allows us to see the higher level of light. Now, to continue with the muscle of the light bulb, in order to get to the light of the Maamar, the light, the inspiration, the enlightenment, I need more than just the light of the light bulb. I need to be able to read. I need to understand some basic concepts. I need to be familiar with the language. And of course, the more knowledge I have, the more depth I can see and I can understand in the Maamar, the more light I'll be able to extract. So that's the progression. Through your light, we will see light. That we need some form of light in order to be able to see the deeper and the higher level light. So what is this higher light or deeper light that we will see through the light of Torah? But Archa Nira Ar, this goes on and is explained in Eis Vav of the Maamar. The higher light that is revealed through Torah is the light of our neshama, because the neshama of the Yid has a higher source than Torah. So the Rebbe explains, based on Tanat Ve'Eliyahu, based on a medrash, that there are two things that existed before the world was created. There was Torah and Bnei Yisrael, and I don't know which one came first. So then the medrash goes on, but the Torah speaks to Bnei Yisrael, Dabra Bnei Yisrael, Tzavas Bnei Yisrael. Since the whole Torah is directed at Bnei Yisrael, that must mean that the Yidden came first. Except that once the neshama came down into the world, into a body, it appears to be a separate entity from Hashem. Just like a son is from the father, like the father has a child, and the father and the child are two separate people, but still it's, the son comes from the father. But Torah, even after it's revealed into the world, it remains one with Hashem. It remains Hashem's will, Hashem's thought. And that's why, in order to reveal the greatness, the light of the neshama of the Yid, we need to learn Torah. So that's Ba'archa Nira Ar. What is this higher level of light that's revealed through learning Torah? Through learning Torah is revealed the higher light, which is the neshama of a Yid. When the neshama comes down to the world, it appears to be separate from Hashem. And through Torah, it reveals that a Yid is, in essence, one with Hashem. So that's what it means. Through your light, we will see light. Through the light of Torah, we will see the light that's inside the neshama. So this brings us back to the pasuk, Kumi Ori, Kiva Ori. Get up and shine because the light has come. Because your light has come. The time has come for us to radiate our own light, the light of our neshama. So in this pasuk, Kumi Ori, Kiva Ori, it also refers to two levels of light. Ori refers to the light of the neshama itself. Hashem loves Bnei Yisrael like a father loves his son. This is a natural love that Hashem has for us. But the love that Hashem has, it's because we are one with Hashem, because we're connected to Hashem. But then there's Kumi Ori, get up and give off your own light. So this is the light that of the neshama as it is expressed through the body. When the neshama comes down to earth, it's enclosed in the body. It has to go through all the physical processes, eating, drinking, sleeping, and especially, Veda as women, the work of making a home, making our home into Dir of Hashem, the work of raising children, which we all know is very hard physical work. It's very exhausting. It demands a lot out of us. It demands a lot physically and emotionally. So this light is revealed through the neshama expressing itself in the body. So this light is even higher than the light of the neshama itself. Kumi Ori Kiva Ori. Your light has come. The light of the neshama, the time has come for the light of the neshama to radiate and shine through the body. And this light, which is revealed to the body, is higher than the light of the neshama. Because the love that Hashem has for us as bodies and souls is from the light of Atzmus. So the Rebbe explains in the Maamar that Hashem loves us on the level of the neshama. That is natural because we're part of Hashem. So Hashem loves us the way he loves, like a father loves a son. But when Hashem shows us, it meant that he was choosing the guf of a yid. Our guf, our physical needs, our eating, our drinking, our sleeping, physically, biologically, we are no different. The body of a yid is no different than the body of a non-Jew. We are physically made up the same. So Hashem says, that means he chose us as a neshama in a body. He chose our body. So this choice, there was no logical, natural reason why Hashem should choose our body. To choose us on the level of the neshama, yes, of course, it's natural. We're one with Hashem. But to choose our body, our physical, that comes from the Asas of Hashem. There's no logical reason for that. So when we say my physical needs, my eating, my drinking, my sleeping is also holy. It also radiates light. That is the light of Asas. So Kumi Ori, get up and shine, means the time has come for the guf itself to radiate the light of Hashem. And this ties directly to our Avodah as mothers. The time has come for us to shine, to see and feel and value the importance of Avodah. Not to think that what we're doing is secondary, that the real action is davening and learning, and that the washing the dishes and the laundry is all secondary. Not to say that learning and davening is not important, but the learning, the davening, the connecting to Hashem, the revealing the light of my neshama is like the light through which we reveal the much higher light, which is the light of the neshama as is revealed in our body. That means if I learn a Maamar right now and I feel inspired, and because of that inspiration, I am able to do my work at home with greater simcha and greater passion and greater commitment and less exhaustion and less frustration. So then the light of the Maamar actually served to bring out a higher and greater light, which is the light of my guf, the light of my shama as it is expressed in my guf. So that is the Kumi Ori Kiva Ori. So getting back to what we said in the beginning, that the Yidden are saying to Hashem, we tried with the Mishkan, with the Beis Mikdash, it went out. Now we only want your light. And this is what the Yidden say to Hashem in Golos. It's like the pasuk, Tzama L'cha Nafshi, Kama L'cha Basari. Our yearning for Hashem is so much greater when we're in the Eretz Sia V'Oyev, when we're in the dry wasteland. That's when our neshama thirsts for Hashem. And the pasuk says, Kein b'kodesh chazisicha, I wish I would yearn for Hashem the same way when I'm in your presence. And that's when Hashem says to Yidden, Kumi Ori, get up and shine, your light has come. And it would seem that this answers for the time of Gula. That's when our light has come. That's when we can finally get up and shine. But the Rebbe says that even in the time of Golus, even when we feel a state of distance from Hashem, he's saying to us, Kumi Ori Kiva Ori. Get up. Let the light of your neshama shine forth. Let it be expressed in your body. Even in the time of Golus, especially in the final moments of Golus, we could already shine and radiate with the light of our neshama expressed through our guf. And through our efforts in the time of Golus, to really work with the Gashmias, the labor and the effort that we put into meeting the challenges of our Gashmistic existence, to rise above our challenges, through this, we hasten the time when we will experience a Kumi Ori Kiva Ori in a literal sense, with the immediate scholars of Mashiach, like the Maamar ends with the pasuk, Achishena, Hashem will hasten it.